Hey guys, it's Miracle with this week's new video, and I feel like it's been a long time since I actually sat down and just talked to you guys about whatever I talk about. So yeah, this week we're going to be talking about conspiracy theories. So most of my facts and research will be coming from Shane Dawson's videos. Go watch his conspiracy theories. They're amazing, and they actually kind of creep me out sometimes. I actually get low-key kind of scared. But with further ado, let's go on with conspiracy theories. Okay, so the first, it's kind of a conspiracy theory, but it's kind of not. So the first conspiracy theory I'm going to be talking about is crisis actors. So crisis actors are basically actors who go to different tragedies and they're like, oh yeah, I was there when he did this, or I was there when she did that, and yeah, I saw that, but they're really just paid by the government. Like, for example, there was this one picture of this lady, I'll pull up the picture later, but there was one picture of this lady who was, she was seen at the Sandy Hook Elementary School shooting and at the Boston Marathon bombing. I'm not saying that these things aren't real or anything, or no offense to victims and all of that, no offense, but I'm just saying, if you really think about it, what if the government were just hiring actors to be like, I don't know why they would do it, but just think about it. Okay, so my next conspiracy theory is about Britney Spears. We all basically know Britney Spears for her 2007 breakdown and all that mess. In 2007, Britney came out with her 5th album called Blackout. Now, even though Britney was going through the time, Blackout was a tremendous success and went to the top of the charts and all that type of stuff. But some people are thinking, if Britney was going through all of that trauma and drugs, how would she record an album? I'm thinking, maybe music helps her cope. It was helping her cope with the paparazzi, the drugs, and the abuse. But if the way Britney and the world portrayed it as her going through this mental breakdown and she couldn't do anything and she was just all by herself and then going to rehab, how did she record an album? Now the next part is even trickier. So Britney had this background singer who helped her on her albums from previous years before, on Oops, In the Zone, Baby One More Time, and all those other albums. And this background singer sounds exactly like Britney. The conspiracy theory is Maya Maria, which is Britney's background singer, recorded the whole Blackout album. The whole Blackout album. Now, to me, being a Britney fan, this does make sense because I know the breakdown she went through and how bad she was suffering. So if it were you and you're going through a breakdown, would you be ready to record an album? I don't think so. Okay, so this next conspiracy theory is completely mind-blowing. So it's called the Mandela Effect. So the Mandela Effect is a theory where small things you don't notice from the past change a little bit, and out of somewhere they just come out of the blue and they're like, pow, we changed, or something like that. You'll get it once we get further in the video. Okay, so the next part of the Mandela Effect is the sitcom early 2000s, late 90s show Sex and the City. So Sex and the City has been on TV for the longest. I don't think I was even born when it first came on. Anyways, to the world, it's always been Sex and the City. Now recently, if you go type it into Google, Sex and the City, it will pop up as Sex and the City. Now I've asked everybody and their mama what it was, and they told me Sex and the City. That's not what Google's telling me. Or it's just confusing. But now, as 2016, August 11th, I don't know what time it is Sex and the City. Okay, so before I start this last conspiracy theory, I just want you guys to know that what I'm about to talk about next, I don't mean any harm, or I'm not trying to be rude to the family or victims who are in these tragedies. I'm just saying what I've heard, and I don't mean any of it, and don't take this too hard, but yeah. Okay, so the next conspiracy theory is fake tragedies. So fake tragedies is basically a theory where these shootings and bombings are happening because of government. For example, I've heard that the Sandy Hook tragedy was set up by the government to help out with gun control and stuff like that. And the Boston Marathon bombing was to help out with security with the United States and terrorists and stuff like that. It was set up for stuff like that. And so basically the conspiracy is that these are just fake tragedies that are set up by the government to take away weapons, so when they come back later in the future, we won't have weapons to defend ourselves with. And what I meant by them coming back for us, like the government killing us and attacking us, but if they do, we won't have weapons to defend ourselves with. When you really think about it, it sounds creepy and unbelievable, but when you really think about it, it could be true. I hope it's not true. But if you really just sit down and think about it, you're like, wow, what if that could happen? And wow, like what would we do if they just took away our weapons and we didn't have anything to defend ourselves with? And yeah. So guys, that concludes my conspiracy theory video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know I haven't made a video in a while, but I hope you guys really enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys back on Monday with a new video. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.